Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast.
I'll tell your people.
It's the Channel Black Podcast.
We bite.
Hey, enunciate that.
We bite.
You got a bike.
That's what I said.
You might think we buy. Enunciate that shit.
I said bite.
There you
Got to heard bite. What's on them?
Like that dude that singing a little country song that came out in
Yeah,
75.
oh man, I heard about that, man. He done lost all kind of
Some guys say
sponsors.
they don't wanna listen to his music no more.
Yo.
All from getting plugged.
Welcome
What?
back to the
What?
Channel Black Podcast. South Florida's very own voice to discuss all things black from a male point of view. 3 kings, 3 different views. We got King Green in the place.
Yo.
We got King Controversy in the house. And the voice you hear right now is King Irv. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. We appreciate everybody for riding with us. We're working on getting better every week. And we appreciate y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed last week. And hopefully y'all shared it with somebody. And we appreciate all the feedback that everybody's been giving to help us work on getting better. All right, so we're going to jump right in. I think Controversy wanted to jump in on something that we were talking about last week. Was the CNN owners?
Fox.
Yeah, there you go.
And the power that they have.
What you got for us, Controversy?
I mean, I think what was our conversation of last time? We were talking about certain avenues that can create certain narratives that black people are this and black people are that. And I was saying the owners of these companies orchestrate it that way, where CNN and Fox can show you what they want to show you. So the news that should be covered is not covered, and the bullshit news that is covered is for a reason. And, you have cover-up stories, like that's a thing, cover-up story.
Mm-hmm.
So
Of course it is. Been going on forever.
yeah, so let me get you guys done.
I mean, it seems like that's. I want to say that they try to create a narrative of like how they want it to be for their benefit. Like you said, as far as our people, like what they say, they start calling us lazy once we start working for free, and they trying to continue that narrative, whether it be through the news or TV shows, as the way we play those characters in TV shows or movies. But I mean, unfortunately, they control most of these companies control these news platforms.
Yeah, and the guys, if you don't know who owns the founder of CNN is Reese Schonfeld. He actually founded he was born in 1931, whatever, 88 years old. Huh? Yeah, so mind you, to me, anybody who was born in 1931, around that era, I feel like what kind of mindset you gonna have?
You probably had slaves.
Yeah, you feel me? Like 88 years old now.
But, I mean, that was before segregation, right?
Hell yeah. Well, before
31? No,
31.
it was the 20 when segregation.
Oh no, I gotta look it up. So we don't want to say
1930, whatever. Was like, I feel like that time frame. And there's another guy named Robert Edward Turner III. Also,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know about him. Mind you, these guys' net worth is like 2.2
Yeah,
billion.
that was before segregation.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, like their net worth is like in the billions, right? This is how much these guys are worth. That's not how much they have.
Mm.
So, that being said, it's crazy to me because of rich guys. So we think how Mayweather's so rich and everything, but Mayweather he barely has $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? Like he barely has that. These guys are worth 2.2 billion on paper.
When they wake up.
Exactly. So Mayweather do a fight, he get 200 million, and every 2 years he fight or whatever like that. These guys are making this shit with the assets a year. Oh, and more. So that being said, they own other things besides CNN News, Fox News, and stuff like that. So they own Warner Media, which is like Warner Brothers and stuff like
Warner.
that. Spider-Man, like Fox owns Spider-Man. the copyrights of Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer.
I
These
thought
movies,
Marvel owned that now because Disney took over Marvel.
nah, they don't own all
I'm sorry,
right.
I meant
The
Disney
Hulk.
before I said Marvel.
No, Disney don't own it.
No.
They trying to. They trying to get the. They trying to own the rights of Hulk and Spider-Man. That's why they. That's why you
So
can't.
Hulk and Spider-Man are outside
On
of Marvel.
Fox.
They're not in Marvel. So
They're not in Marvel, so they can't really. They have to buy out Hulk and Spider-Man from
contract.
Fox.
Okay.
Yeah, because they still own it.
Okay.
So that's why you haven't seen any, good Spider, like any one Spider-Man. Like you see how Thor is one movie. Thor from only Marvel produced that movie.
Mhm.
You see different versions of Spider-Man. Like that's why because they don't own it.
I got you.
So, but I'm just saying, look how much money Spider-Man movie makes.
Too much.
Billions of dollars, right?
Mm-hmm.
So and that's just off that one character. So it's like the money, the stuff that they own, is stuff that we watch and we need every day.
Need is a harsh word. I don't know if we
Well,
need it.
The news,
Well, I mean, there's other platforms to get the news.
whether it is, there's somebody who owns the internet article that you're reading.
I mean, not always, man. I mean, we can agree to disagree, but I don't think that's the only way for us to get news. But go ahead, I'm listening.
Any movie that you watch, you see Warner Brothers on that motherfucker. You see
20
Lionsgate.
Fox.
You be like, okay, that's my movie right here. Who owns the studio that made Get Out? Yeah, a black man produced the movie, but who owns the theater? Who owns the studio?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah,
Tell me.
look it up for me while we're doing that, because that's what I'm saying. That's my point. How we say, oh, Get Out, boy, black. Who
Well, I mean,
owns the studio?
I know what's the name. Tyler Perry is doing a lot of work out of his studio. I mean, I'm not saying that was where it was done, but Tyler Perry Studios is definitely doing a lot of movies
What's
as
the
well.
studio's called?
Who's Tyler Perry?
Yeah.
Tyler Perry Studios.
That's what it's called?
Yeah, it's Tyler Perry Studios.
I think he owns it.
That's his. That's not with anybody else. That's not a partnership. That's Tyler Perry.
But to be honest, I feel like the kind of movies that he
Universal is Get Out.
Exactly. Who owns Universal? A white man.
I mean, I don't know if it's a white man. I think it's a
White
corporation.
man. It's a corporate. But I'm
There you
saying it's not black owned.
No.
Yeah, a black man produced the movie. We like, oh yeah, Get Out. But a white man still owns the studio. That's what I'm saying. We cannot own any studio because they won't let us.
What you mean? We can't. I think we can.
Listen, if me, you, and Green started an organization to where we say, you know what, when we die, our rule's gonna be to not let any other race get into this company that we started. Let's say we start an organization of
I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to.
you get
what you're trying to make.
of making of growing whatever food or whatever. He vegan, so we can say something about vegan, whatever it is.
Start a vegan food truck.
Huh?
A vegan food truck.
Yeah, a vegan food truck. If we say we have a rule that no other race can join. So
you
no
think
matter
that's what they're doing though? You think they're making a rule so no other race can join, or are they just keeping everything in house with people that they know and their kids and their friends? I mean, think about it. That's it's not what we're doing right now. We're building up something where we're contacting people that we know and their friends amongst ourselves. No,
because we're not like that. Yeah, I feel like if somebody's good at something, you're good at something. Hey, you want to come work with me? Get your own. But I feel like the way we're trying to climb up a ladder, where they're not saying, look at Master P saying he's been trying to get his own studio, but they won't let him.
What you mean they won't let him?
Mayweather and Diddy tried to buy the Clippers.
Well, man, see,
how many black owners in the NBA?
Hold on.
One black owner, just him, like just one owner.
Yeah,
not
Jordan.
Not Jordan. Jordan do not outright own the.
He's a majority owner. He's a
majority owner.
So he's the majority owner. He's the owner.
The Dallas Mavericks. Mark Cuban. Who was owner with him?
Nobody.
Just Mark Cuban, right?
That we know of. I don't know. I haven't done homework.
Nelly and Jordan own parts of the Wizards, right?
No, the Bobcats.
I'm sorry, you're right. The Bobcats. I think he owns some of the Wizards too, right?
No, he played for the Wizards. He did before he became owner of Bobcats.
He probably did.
He probably did. Yeah, because when he left when he came back, that was part of his deal to come to the Wizards. Is he'd have partial owner stocks.
So now he just owns the Bobcats.
Yes.
Partial owner. Majority owner of the Bobcats. Okay, so
Usher own Cleveland or something like that.
He's a partial owner.
Partial owner. You can buy into it and help us fund it.
I mean, what you mean? Serena and Venus Williams. They part owners of the Dolphins.
But no black owners in the NFL.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
but tell me this. Hold on, not to cut you off, but with that same mind frame though, why all the players in the NBA majority are what race?
Black.
And the NFL, what's the majority?
Black.
So why don't they just make their own league, being that those are the stars of those leagues, and make their own money themselves and cut out the middleman?
You first have to own a television network.
No, I don't think so.
How are we gonna see it?
What you mean? Are those the stadiums filled? Aren't those stadiums filled?
You first have to have startup money because we just saw a league
They got started.
fold this year.
What league folded?
The AAF.
That was the first year, wasn't it?
It didn't even make it through the first year. It made 8 games and folded.
Right, but I feel like when we didn't know, it was no players.
Startup money was horrible.
You didn't know who these people were.
No, you did know. I knew. You knew plenty
Yeah,
of these people.
you
Plenty of these people.
definitely-
No,
yeah,
but
you
plenty of
went
these
there.
people played in the NFL. Plenty of people came from colleges that you watched play. Trenton Richardson came from a college. What's the boy name was Gabbert from Texas. He was
I ain't
from a
never heard none of
college.
these people.
Yeah, I
There's a bunch of players in there that actually.
yeah.
I don't know
There
about
was a
none
bunch
of
of
this.
players in there that actually came from schools
Is
that.
that flag football
or-
you talking about? What you talking about?
No, it was.
No, it was an actual. It was a.
American Football Alliance or Alliance of American Football, something to
Why
that
didn't they
nature.
make it though?
Marketing, money.
Marketing.
Well, hold on. What about the big three? That's
The Big Three is big, but I
The
feel like
Big
their
Three is
partnership with
taking
the
off,
NBA.
but the Big Three is entertaining, and the Big Three will get rid of you if you don't entertain the crowd. Like they just got rid of Lamar Odom
Really? Why?
because he's not entertaining. Apparently, he's. I didn't get rid of him. Boy, I didn't
Some of these older ones, maybe.
I didn't cut him. He might not. That's what I'm saying. His skills might be relinquished. He might not be what he was. I ain't gonna say that he's doing that, but maybe he's not what he was when he was playing in the NFL. Maybe he think he can still do it. I'm sorry, NBA. Maybe he think he can still do it, but he doesn't have it at that level.
Lamar Odom, I mean,
3-on-3 is a physical game, bro.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
non-stop.
Yeah.
what those drugs did to his body.
Exactly. So
You're right. But when he said about can we start our own league, somebody just asked me about this because I put it up on Facebook. But let's say LeBron, I'm only gonna say that the players who are active in the community because I love Kobe Bryant, but he's not active in the black community. I don't know nothing that he does for black people.
Who?
Kobe Bryant.
Oh, okay.
Like I would say, who else that y'all know do stuff like in the NBA besides LeBron?
I know. I would say this. I know a lot of those guys.
David West as well.
What's this guy from some San Antonio, the
Tim
Spurs?
Duncan.
Tim Duncan do a lot of things, but he do it from his country.
Where you from?
I think from Barbados. Yeah. So he do a lot of stuff over there.
I heard
But
Kawhi Leonard kind of active.
But I'm saying, but I don't know. But a lot of these guys have a deal where that's part of their. They have to go. They have to give back.
Mm-hmm.
And but it's in what sponsorship with the
NBA
NBA. So that's like.
That's to make the NBA look good.
I mean, of course, but that's part of their thing. Like you got to give back, but also it makes you look good in the NBA.
How are you giving back from the heart if you bound by a contract?
I mean, who says it's from the heart?
Yeah, it's like you like fine. Here we go
Depending
with
on
this
what your
shit.
time is, community service. Basically, it's just like being in high school. You need a certain amount of credits to graduate.
Yeah.
But while you playing during the season, you need a certain amount of community service hours to please the NBA. So you got to do what you got to do.
So going back to starting your own league, I feel like you need your own platform. You need a platform like it won't go national if it's not televised.
I can agree with that, but I still feel like.
But Ice Cube went national before he was televised.
What
Big
channel?
Three
What
wasn't
channel?
televised.
What
He
channel?
was televised. He was televised, but I think it was
What channel he's
minimal.
on?
He on CBS as far as I know.
CBS, right?
But he was on ESPN. It was either ESPN 2 or Fox. No, he was on Fox Sports. He was on Fox 1.
He was? Okay.
He was on Fox FS1.
But my thing is, let's say you get because even when you're on Fox 1 gonna tell you what you can and cannot do if you're gonna be on this channel. Because Fox has to protect their brand.
True that.
So now you go into your big three, you gotta ask permission. All right, so you gotta ask, hey, so I want to try this. What do you guys think? Fuck that. When you have your own studio, whatever you want and whatever you say goes.
All right, well, tell me what's stopping everybody from? Well, not everybody. What's stopping us from having our own studio or production company? Because I feel like we can do it. We have enough people. We have enough smart people in that arena to make it happen.
We do. I feel like nobody wants to get hung first. Nobody wants to get crucified first. You get what I'm saying? Nobody wants to watch their wealth go down the drain. Nobody wants to have to go back to working a day job because it's not when you try to put on when you try to put on your race, especially for the black culture, you get crucified. Look what happened to Colin Kaepernick. Look what happened to Muhammad Ali's. Look what happened to I would say to the
Muhammad Ali, though, I think Muhammad Ali was well respected and well loved
by his people. But once he went for his people, is he rich? Muhammad Ali wasn't even rich.
He still had money when he passed away.
Yeah, but he didn't get what he's supposed to have gotten.
He could have. Yeah, he definitely.
He lost a lot of money, a lot of endorsements for standing up for his people. It's not he didn't hurt anybody. He didn't say that he stood up for his people. He stood up for his rights, and he got crucified. You know what I'm saying?
Is that not our fault as well for not backing him more at that time?
I agree.
Yeah,
not unifying more and supporting him more.
Right.
Most of the time, when we see one of us get in trouble, instead of standing behind and supporting, we all cower away and
which happened back then.
Turn your backs.
That's why it took so long for slavery to end, because nobody wanted to take that sacrifice. And I ain't gonna sit here and tell you like, oh, I'll take the sacrifice, because and all what do all three of us have in common?
We black.
Besides that,
we men.
Besides that,
I don't know, man. Just tell us.
We all have
because for the rest of the thing, no, bro.
Shit, I forgot what it was.
Hungry? I don't know what you mean.
Keep guessing. I might think.
But go ahead.
No, we all got families.
That's true.
So you make a decision, your family's gonna be affected, whether it's good or bad. So you're not gonna want to jump out the window for another man. You're like, shit, my family, this and that. So we all stuck in the same circle.
But if it's something that's gonna hinder your family in the long run, would you still not be willing to make that sacrifice?
What would hinder your family?
I mean, if we go back to let's say, not necessarily segregation, but so we go back to times where you see your people being mistreated or whatever the case may be, and somebody stands up for that, and now you don't back that person up. Now, you think it's going to get worse, or you think it's going to get better?
It's going to get worse.
I think it's going to get worse because we allow it to get worse by sunning that person or turning our backs on that person instead of supporting that person in the time of need.
Well, yeah, you just made a valid point. If let's say we have segregation stuff going on right now, where you walk in, white people just can spit on you and throw sticks at you and try to jump you, right? Mm-hmm. You see your black fellow brother over there, and you don't help him. But shit, I don't want him to mess with me. Tomorrow's gonna be you.
Because my family, exactly.
Yeah,
I don't want him.
Yeah, but
and that's what I'm
saying.
You. Exactly.
Now, let's say you see that same situation, you stand up for your brother, and then y'all let them guys know, like, okay, we can't mess with these guys because he got help.
But tomorrow's still gonna be you because they probably gonna come back with more people.
But then you gotta come back with more people.
That's what I'm saying. Are we willing to stand?
We have to. It's like whether we do it or not, they're coming for us. Whether we fight back or not, they coming.
I'm glad we see that, but how do we make everyone see that?
That's that unity, man. It's like, but again, like he just said, everybody working on doing their own thing. It's not nobody working. If we all came together with the same common goal.
So selfish.
I said we scared. We scared of losing our luxuries. The small luxuries we have, we scared of losing it. We scared of losing our AC. We scared of losing our nice car. We scared of losing we going to be able to go to TGI Fridays or whatever. We want to go to a restaurant. We scared of losing that. The little bit of luxury we have, we scared of losing it. We don't want to go back to eating beans and wings and ramen noodles because
over a hot
steak. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like we scared to lose those little luxuries.
And we see that shit when hurricanes hit and power be shut down for a week and motherfuckers be around their bed like they about to die.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So we scared to lose those little luxuries. So we just keep our mouth shut and say, well, it ain't too bad. It ain't too bad right now. You know what I'm saying? We came from slavery. No, it's gonna go back to that. We don't fucking be careful.
I agree.
Well, see, but that's one of those things where I feel like we get so busy being busy that we disregard the other stuff that's going on in the world, to where they passing laws in our local community that could affect us in a way where, like you just said, we could be right back to where we were in the first, because we're not going to those meetings and hearing what they're talking about to voice our opinion on these type of situations. Because we can go out. Now, put it like this: I wanted to go to a city hall meeting a couple weeks ago, and I was like, all right, let me see what time it is. Oh, it's on Wednesday. Cool. It's at 11:30 a.m. What? How am I going to the meeting at 11:30 in the morning if I got to go to work? But, I mean, I understand. At first, I was pissed, and I was like, wait a minute, though. They do have some that's at evening. They do have town halls. But when you got to think about it, they got to work, too. They work a 9 to 5, and they don't want to be having it at 7 o'clock where most people come. But they have it where, hey, listen, if those that can come is at 11:30. We can have those meetings. but you got to be involved, especially locally. Like everybody keeps talking about the president. We got to talk about what's going on locally because that affects us more than. I mean, the president does affect us, but where you really make change is local. Local. But I'm sorry, we went way around. But go ahead. You was talking about the media. We was talking about.
I said what I had to say as far as the ones who pulling the strings, or the founders of these certain companies, and we were talking about, damn, how they get this, how they get that. They got it from. It all, man, every story that we're talking about right now, it all has a start and beginning. Everything started from our free labor, from us building this country. That's where their wealth started. 75% of their wealth came from cotton picking, came from tobacco, came from sugar. So that's where their wealth started. From there, they gained partners. They gained, trustees where they business loans, and then they put their people on, and now they own everything. I mean, in a nutshell, that's what it is.
No, I agree, and like you said earlier, with the creators or the founders of CNN or Fox, they might have gotten in that field, but they have businesses outside of that where they're employing more and more people to where they're more and more powerful, and I think that's what we don't have. Like we trying to get. I heard somebody say, I don't remember. I don't know if it was Dapper Dan, or I saw a video or an interview this week where it was like everybody trying to find or trying to get a seat at the table. Why don't we just make our own table? Why don't we get our own wood and make our own table instead of trying to?
Where you gonna get the wood from?
Here you go.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's not that easy.
There you go.
Oh, come on, man.
There you go.
Saying,
no, see, you thinking gay. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking the negative. Like we could do it on our own. We don't always. I don't even know how you thinking. I'm talking about.
I thought you was.
We see where your mind is.
I thought that's where your mind was. That's why I went there.
No, man.
Come on.
I wasn't even looking at you, bro.
But I saw your eyes.
This dude here
looking at me.
So maybe that's where your mind is.
But
listen. If we, why can't we make our own table instead of having to get acceptance from other people?
We gotta get our own wood.
I got my own wood.
All jokes aside, though, like what we gonna? You have to find a place for the table. You have to find it's. We using tables metaphorically, but at the same time, it's not that easy. Like you can say, let's make our own table. How?
But you mean that we keep saying it's not that easy. It's not that hard either. If you think about it. We started when we started talking about doing this podcast not that long ago. We on episode 8 right now. We've been doing it. Mm-hmm. Yes, we've had hiccups and we've had our downfalls, but at the same time, we said we put our mind to it and we said we're going to do it. I feel like as a people, anything we put our mind to, we could do it.
But you're talking about collectively.
Well, that's how we have to do it. How do you go against these other people?
We had that. Okay, I feel like getting black people to unify is like teaching a what do they call it, a preschool or kindergarten kids. Can you get 30 kindergarten kids to sit down at one time?
Good luck.
Exactly.
I get those teachers.
Exactly.
Shout out to the teachers.
As soon as you get 10 of them to sit down, 20 of them stand up, run around. You get all of them to sit down, then 2 of them
It takes time, though. It takes time.
That's my point. It takes time. It takes organization. It takes strategy. It
can do, but it's doable.
It's doable, but it's gonna take time.
Okay,
I think right now we're trying to settle everybody down to pay attention to what we're trying to say, to go the direction we're trying to go. Like we're trying to line up straight and go into the lunchroom, so we can all eat. You know what I'm saying? Like single file, one hand behind, with the finger right here, and then we trying to go to the lunchroom. Metaphorically, I mean,
I'm with you. I get what you're saying.
The lunchroom is, but that's what we're trying to do, right? Mm-hmm. So you got to get everybody settled down so they can listen. Say, listen, we're trying to go to this room over here. Line up, single file, and let's go. But right now we're still in the classroom.
No, but that's the thing. Let's take our. I don't want to say let's take our time, but let's do it right. Let's do it right. Like if we don't like the 3 of us right here that's at this table that's working on this podcast, because we all are working on trying to do other than just the podcast is a means to other things. I'm just gonna let y'all know.
It is.
Whoever's listening, our podcast, we love doing it so far. I know I do. I want to say the gentlemen they like it too, but this isn't our end goal. Our end goal isn't the podcast. Our end goal is to impact the community and many different facets of business for ourselves.
What is your goal for the podcast?
We'll get there. Well, hold on. I just want to make sure we stay on because we definitely went from all over to all over. But I think we could do that. Like people could come together with the same end goal, get the same people together. Like if we don't know this, all right, hey, I'm looking for this. Do you know anybody that works on this? Can we work with them so we could get to this point? All right, now we got to this point. I've gotten this far. I don't know how to get past this. Do you know anybody that does this? You reaching out to everybody that you know in that circle. All right, that circle don't know. Hey, can you reach out to so and so? All right, now you got this bigger circle because now you done reach out to these people. Now you keep networking and finding out how to get better and until you get to your end goal. Like that's how I look at the podcast.
Well, you know what I think? I'm sorry, not.
No, go ahead.
I think that our attention span is so low. Correct me if I'm wrong, but because our bills are so high. So at the forefront of everybody's mind is work. Work. I gotta work to pay my bills. I gotta work to keep my car. I gotta work to keep the roof of my head. I gotta work to pay that.
But again, do you have to have the fanciest car? Do you have to have the biggest? Why not just try to? Now I'm saying this now because I didn't have this mind frame before. I don't want to be like I was like this before. Work or live within your means, not trying to live above your means. Because I mean it's easier said than done when you don't know. If this is how you were taught and you think this is how you're supposed to do it, or you see other people, you're like, dang, they got the newest.
Thank you.
I make the same amount or similar. I should be able to afford that. But then once you get it, you're like, dang, I'm gonna survive these next 2 weeks. I done paid all this.
Correct.
And you don't know.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't y'all tired of like I'm really serious on this one. I'm gonna say, aren't y'all tired of driving in our regular cars, or whatever? We on the highway or whatever. We see a white guy in a Mercedes Benz or a Lamborghini or a new Tesla that came out. Why can't we ever have the nicest things in life?
But hold on, that's subjective though. Because me personally, I really don't. That doesn't move me.
Well, that's you. Every time I look over and I look at a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or a big ass mansion we drive by, we see white people in it. We see white people in the nicest cars, and then we go to our church, and our church tell us that wait till you die to go to heaven. But a white man gets his heaven here.
Yeah, the heaven is on earth.
Well, why we gotta die to get to our heaven though? Like why we gotta die to experience paradise, but the white man get it here, and we work just as hard, and we just, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, like that. Like that's what we talked about with the infrastructure earlier, a couple episodes ago, where they got the infrastructure to continue to keep building their wealth, while we are not even at the marathon. Like we still training to get to the marathon. They done. They on their third and fourth marathon. We ain't even started running on the first marathon because we still trying to gain information to even get to the marathon site. And that's where we are right now, literally.
Well, I mean, I don't.
This how they like to do it. They like to be like, okay, like how we got Jordan is a billionaire, Oprah's a billionaire. So they be like, oh, Jay-Z's a billionaire now. So they be like, look, they got billionaires. They're right there. They can do it.
Are they billionaires?
So yes, they are.
Oh, they worth $1 billion. Which one is it?
Oprah's a billionaire. I believe Jay-Z is worth. Yeah, there's a difference. I believe Oprah's a billionaire, and I believe Jay-Z is worth $1 billion. If that's what you mean.
Okay.
But the point of me saying that is, they prop these people up to be like, oh, if you work hard and you do this, you can do it. But it's more to it than that. These people, I commend these people that were able to do it. That's not going to happen for everybody. But we all have the ability to get a piece of that pie, though. If that's what you want to do. Now, there's some people that don't want that. Some people like doing what they're doing, and that's cool too. But now, me personally, I know that I feel like this. I know the people I'm looking at right now, El Green and Controversy. They got the capability of doing so much more than they're doing right now.
Well, my goal is real estate.
Okay.
What's your goals? That's my end goal, is real estate.
What about you, El Green? Oh, I know El Green. Go ahead.
Give it to me. Give it to the people.
El Green on them edibles and anything marijuana.
Anything herbal.
Yeah, anything herbal.
Herbal.
So definitely
recovery.
Definitely dope.
Recovery, recuperate, relax.
Yeah, man.
I'll let you yours.
Me, I'm all over the place. Like I don't want to be bound to one thing. I'm cool with real estate, but I want to have multiple businesses where I have 2 boys and I want them to be able to have options once they get older, whether it's in the field that I have a business in or not. But I want to have access to finances to where they want to go in this direction. We got the finances that, or I know somebody that has those that have contacts in that field. So that's why. I mean, I don't know if people notice how I move behind the scenes, but I don't really lose contact with too many people, and that's on purpose. Because if I run into you and you good people, we gonna be good people unless you have a reason not to be good people with me. But I always try to have good contacts with people so that you never know, we might come back and do something that I think is beneficiary. But real quick, when you was talking about real estate, I was talking to the homie at work. I don't even want to call. I want to recognize him properly. I want to talk. I spoke to a distinguished gentleman, a distinguished veteran that I work with. Real good guy. I'm gonna say his name, Percy Williams. He pointed out something to me this past week, and he was like, he told me, he's like, what I like to do when I say mentorship, like he always be like trying to challenge me on different things to see where my head is at. So what he asked me was, he was like, I want you to look up what's the census of blacks in Broward County?
What's the what?
The census. The census of blacks in Broward County. What's the percentage of blacks in Broward County? He asked me first before I looked, and I was like, I don't know, like 70 blacks to 30% white. And he was like, okay, well, look it up. When I see you tomorrow, let me know. I said, come on, it ain't going to take that long. Hold on, I got Google. So I Googled it real quick, and what I found was definitely a surprise for me, because the census that I found, I guess they don't do it every year, I assume, but the closest one I saw was 2017, which is 2 years ago. And in Broward County, we only make 27% of the county.
Because we ain't vote.
27%. Now, mind you, this is the census. This is the Census Bureau of Broward County.
Is based on people that actually talk to them. And so if you're not talking to them and reporting anything.
So, but think about it. We 27% of Broward County. And then what he broke down to me was home ownership. Imagine that we only 27% of the county. Home ownership is even less than that. So, Broward County. And then it gets more. We talk about the police department. Who pays the police department?
Taxpayers.
What kind of taxpayers? From what kind of taxes? From the homes. So, if we don't own our homes, why would the police be concerned about protecting us?
That's where they get their money from?
Yes. So think about that I mean, this amongst other things. That's probably a small percentage. But the thing is, who are they? They're protecting the homeowners and the people in their district. So we aren't the people that they're.
So you're telling me the cops sat down?
I'm not.
Hey, these niggas don't own homes, so kill their ass.
Well, no, I mean, I got a friend of mine. I ain't gonna shout him out because I don't know if he want people to know just yet. But I know a friend of mine that's worked that's his ambition is to be a police officer. Maybe he could share some light on us once he gets in the police academy. I hope he wouldn't mind letting us know when he get in that position. But again, I don't want to put him out there. I don't know if you want people to know that.
Fuck the police.
That NWA be jamming, don't it? That's a song though. I like the song. That's a hard song.
So let me get this straight. Since you bringing up percentages, averages, what's the average salary? Google? What's the average salary of South Florida?
Oh, there you go. Now you know the answer. I don't know.
Average salary in South Florida? Probably below 25.
No.
25 what? 1,000 or
an hour?
Average?
No, I was saying salary, so it's like yearly.
Yearly? Probably about 30 to 40.
40,000. 40,700. Right.
That's average.
That's average.
That's horrible.
That's the average. I don't think.
I mean, there's so many people.
That's
the average of that off.
That's the average. And average
bro,
hourly.
Think about it. Some that's higher. Some
that's sometimes that's lower. So the averages they're gonna go. So average hourly is $19.50.
Huh? Average is $19.50.
Average hourly is $19.50 in South Florida.
South Florida. What you consider South Florida? Broward,
West Palm.
West Palm. I think it's more so like that's not South Florida.
That's considered South Florida.
That's Tri-County, bro.
Yeah, that's
from West Palm.
Yeah.
From West Palm to
Miami. That's all South Florida?
Yeah. From West Palm to Miami.
Still, that's the average. It's the average salary.
1950?
1959 to be exact.
Interesting.
1959. So now
I smell a discussion.
No. Now, if you break that down, what's the biweekly Wait, what's the biweekly paycheck of 40,000?
Probably about
1,536
a month or
biweekly every 2 weeks. That's $1,536, just about, give or take, right?
Man, you did that math off the top of your head? What's smart?
I mean, this is about talk about all the time, so it just
Okay.
no real talk. This like
No, I'm messing with you. No, I'm messing with you.
now this is before taxes.
And although you telling me it's that much, it still say the average annual pay in South Florida lagged the national average by 7%.
Well, so it's like, I mean that's your answer,
so
right?
We still getting sitting on.
Yeah. So my point is, you getting $1,500, all right, every 2 weeks.
That's 3 stacks.
And that's $40,000 to average. That's 3 stacks a month, right? That's before taxes, though.
So you're not getting 15.
No, you're not getting that.
How much you bringing home?
How much you bringing home? So when let's take away $250.
So you bring home $1,250.
Yeah, you bring home $1,250, right?
That's still.
And what most jobs give you?
$25 a month.
Insurance, right? Visual, all this other stuff, right? Take out another $100.
Probably a little more than that, actually, but I got you. Okay.
So now you're looking at what? A little over 11. You bring it home, right? So do 11 times 2. You get 2 checks a month, right?
22.
That's only $2,300, right? The average rent or mortgage, whatever you want to say, in South Florida is $1,700. That's the average. For the most part, people that I know, they're paying between 16, 15, 14, 17, some, 18, some. So we're gonna do 1,600 minus what? 23 we said? How much you get? About 700. So you working all these hours, you're making $40,000 a year. After you pay your rent, just your rent, you have $700 left over.
Was that you got 18 because you still got another check coming, right?
No,
that's the other. You're right.
That's the month.
Checks.
That's for the month. After the tax and everything, and then the insurance. So you got $700. So that's just rent. What you need to get through a whole month? Fuck that. You got the car note. Most everybody got car notes. I know. Unless I say mostly, I ain't say everybody.
Yeah, you know where I was coming.
Yeah, mostly everybody has car notes.
Okay,
right?
That's true.
Because everybody don't just have $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 to go buy a car whole, unless you can buy a piece of shit car.
That light bill.
Yeah, so you got a car note. A car note can range from $250 to $350 a month. So we're gonna say $300 minus that $700 that you got left over, minus $300 for the car note, right? When you got a car note, what you gotta have? You gotta be fully covered, right?
Of course. Yeah.
So we're gonna go $250 because full coverage ain't cheap, right?
Okay.
So $300, $250. You're looking at $550. You got $150 left. We ain't even talk about light bill. We ain't talking about water bill yet. We ain't even say about
we ain't even ate
about food. We ain't even say about gas to work.
And if you're a vegan, whoo.
We ain't said if you had kids.
Stop at Whole Foods, boy.
We ain't said if you had kids.
You ain't even fed the kids yet. You ain't fed yourself yet.
You ain't go to the movies.
So just your car note, rent, and insurance, you got $150 left.
The rent is too damn high.
Right. So that's my point. The rent is too damn high for people to sit here and worry about doing other shit besides working and getting another job or having to be with somebody else just to cover your bills.
So most people are in situationships.
That's my point. So most people are with somebody who they don't even want to be with anymore.
I want to leave you, but
yeah, I can't afford it. I can't even afford to break up with you. So you with somebody else so they can cover half the fucking rent.
So you won't be home.
So you won't exactly.
Damn.
So that's why I feel like that's what our mindset. That's what we're stuck on. We're stuck on situationships. We're stuck on rent. We're stuck on having to work 2 fucking jobs to have money to afford at least having a nice car, the little luxuries. So to sit here and worry about owning your own whatever it is, owning your own that, it's not at the forefront of your mind because you can't see past the little shit to try to get past.
I hear what you're saying, but I feel
I'm
like
speaking for the everyday person.
I got you, and I'm not. What you're saying is right. I think what you're saying is you onto something, but I still what Green was talking about earlier about education. Like I feel like if you were taught, maybe not even from school, maybe from your parents, if you were taught this is the path you need to take before you go out and buy that whatever car that you buy, or before you go out and rent that house. Mm-hmm. Why not? Let's invest in this so you have more money coming in before you have all these bills or liabilities that you have to take
Did
care
your
of.
parents say that to you?
Yeah.
I know they did.
Did I listen?
No,
No.
But
so
you cannot blame her.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't blame her at all.
My parents never said go out and invest. They was like, "Boy, you better get you a job and go and get your own place or get this warehouse job. They pay you this much money and do that." That's what my parents told me. You was lucky enough to have your
my mom definitely told me.
On that. And
but did I listen? No.
But
but that's what I'm saying. But again, that's why I say where she told me I put it like this. Everything she told me, if I'd have listened, I know for sure I probably would have been in a different position.
But came on like furious from Boys in the Hood though, man.
Yeah.
She gonna put you on.
Whether you want it or not,
she gonna put you on.
You gonna
it's up to you to take that and
whether you want it or not. Trust
and she
me,
give it to everybody, not just him. She give it to everybody.
I know, but that's somebody who just want to see everybody make it. Like if you don't, it took me a while to understand that. I was like,
I could respect
man, every time I come around, you know what I'm saying?
I actually love that.
Right. In a way, because I didn't have it, so it's different to me. Somebody always tell me I'm used to like doing stuff on my own, and I make a mistake. Fuck it, I fix it later. But when somebody's just giving you gems, dropping
get them gems like that all the time,
so
bro.
Like you feel like they're trying to tell you what to do or always own you, but it's like she just lighting the fire under you.
But I say this when she used to tell me,
succeed,
she used to tell me this. I used to be like, man, I'm young, man. I got time, and now I'm 37, and it's hitting me now. Like, dang, yes, I'm 30. I'm a young wise dude. Listen, so if I would have took heed back then with the mind frame that I have now, see that's the thing. I didn't have this mind frame back then. My mind frame then was on some different stuff.
And that's what I be telling you, bro. Like as you get older, I think your mind frame gonna
hopefully
change a little bit.
Hopefully
probably still won't like honky, but you know,
for you,
that's alright. Never like honky.
Well, okay, let's rectify that. Like, I don't have a problem with anybody.
We just did this. This is a joke.
I'm going to something. Let me say I'm going to something. I don't have a problem with anybody. Homosexual, white, Jewish, whatever you is. Now, how you just said, I feel like people don't like certain people because they're like bandwagon haters. If that makes sense. I don't know if it's a new term. I made it up, kind of.
Bandwagon. I like that.
Where just because a group of people hate you, or talk about
they jump on
a bandwagon. I feel like psychologically they don't want to be left out, or even.
So they hate you because other people hate you.
When I say left out, when you're not with the group that's picking on people, you might be a target.
You might be the next one they come.
Exactly. So they don't have the security within themselves to stand alone, or because that's not right to not join, or even stand with this guy like, damn, but why y'all picking on him because he's this? Mm-hmm. So they'll join the bandwagon. So, you know, if I'm with the crew, they can't talk about
pressure.
Peer pressure, right. So, and that's what this world is. Like the gay rapper who just came out with that country western song.
Lil Nas X.
So he gonna ride the horse so he can't no more.
That's what he said? That's what that mean?
He gonna take this horse and ride it till he can't no more.
I thought he was talking about a horse. I didn't know he was talking about...
I mean, he said, but you don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna take my horse to the old time and ride till he can't no more. And it turned out he was gay, but regardless of whatever horse he was talking about riding.
I don't think I'll be able to look at this. I didn't even know. I mean, it didn't like you were saying though. I mean, to each his own, but I mean, come on, my boys listen to the song. I ain't even
that was my whole thing.
What's the difference?
No, it's cool. I just like now that you said it like that, that's how I'm gonna look at the song instead of like just enjoying the song. Just enjoying the song.
I really trying to break down his lyrics.
I still enjoy the song.
I still enjoy the song, but now it's like I'm thinking more. When I really wasn't before. Even though I heard, but I was like, okay, cool. I don't care. Like the song, my boys love the song. When the song come on, my boys like the song.
But you see how you had one vision of the song. You like, oh, I love it. This is a ride. So why can't you ride? Then next thing you know, come on, he gay. And all of a sudden, I can't say nothing more because I'm gay. I heard a lot of people say this shit. Mostly men, like a lot of men over folk. But I'm like, okay, so you telling me because he's gay, because he can't. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see his face before until after he came out, and I'm like, damn, cuz look, you look kind of sweet. Like you look kind of gay. When I saw him, like I can see that. But
like how everybody else missed that.
Yeah. Like, if I saw him,
what is a look gay?
Huh?
What is a look gay?
What you mean?
I don't know what that means. What does that mean? He looked.
There is no look to be gay, but
you just said when you seen him,
when I saw
gay.
he had like a hoop earring, and like
I
the way he
wore
do
hoops.
his hair, and
I wore hoops.
the way he does. I just saw the picture.
I used to wear hoop
You wear
earrings.
the hoop bamboo earrings?
You thought you were Kazam?
Bamboo. He got wamboo earrings.
No, not you. I'm saying I
I
thought
thought
it
you
was
were
you.
Kazam.
I don't know. I'm saying
I would never wear hoop earrings.
All right, to each his own. I used to
Big
rock
hoop?
them. I no.
No, like small. My dad was small.
We ain't have no bamboo earrings. At least 2 pair. No.
I'm just trying to make sure.
And the bamboo earrings?
No, man.
No, we wasn't that. But I'm saying I had hoop earrings. I think back in school, I used to let the young lady she used to braid my hair. She do all kind of crazy stuff in my. But I didn't care. I mean, I was comfortable in myself though. You can say what you want. I knew who I was. That didn't bother me. Like I'm sure Lil Nas X, I'm sure he's happy saying what he's saying, so he could be comfortable being who he was.
Which is fine. But my thing is people because he's gay, they can't sing the song no more.
I never sang the song.
I did. I mean, I do. I still do. Like, what's the difference? Because he's gay?
I just never sang the song. Like I say, my boys like the song. So when they come on, I turn it up for them, and then I like to see their reaction to it. Let
me ask you a
Oh,
question.
kids,
Green,
yeah, the kids.
I'm gonna start with you, Green. Fuck it, because I had a conversation about this as well. Would you be mad, or would you treat your son any different if he told you that he was gay?
Damn.
I went through 3 phases of this, so I'll wait till I go. But I had to go back and forth with this, but I finally.
I mean, what you got?
Yeah, what will be your reaction?
I honestly
I
can't
wish you had
say what
vision
my
right now,
reaction.
so I can see.
I honestly can't say what my reaction would be. I mean, I try to preach to each their own, so I would try to definitely, man. That's my son. That's my only son.
Right,
so
right.
It'll hurt like a motherfucker, but are you gonna reject your child because of how they choose to live their life?
Exactly.
Is the question, and I don't think I could.
You don't think you can reject him?
No, I don't think it's in me to reject my child.
Right.
No matter what. I mean, I'm hoping for the best. I'm praying for the best. But no matter what he chooses to do in his life, I would have to support him.
Okay. You want to go next, Eric? Or?
I mean, honestly, I love my son. I got 2 boys. Whatever they decide to do, I'm in full support as long as they're happy.
I don't know if I'd be like D-Wade with the outright support.
Right.
I don't know if I could be.
Right. I'm like a solid investor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I mean, listen. If either one of my boys came to me and told me that's the direction they choose to go, I mean, who am I? Like, if they, especially they're like, Dad, I felt like this since I was a kid. What can I?
Right. It is tough.
What can I say? Like, listen, are you happy? I support you, and I'll fight this fight with you. I don't want to see no harm come your way, and I will probably explain to him some of the stuff that may come his way, so that way when stuff does come his way, he can know how to handle it. But I definitely, I won't feel no type of way. I love him the same.
Now, can I give you my immature answer I had a few years ago? First, so when somebody first asked me this question, like I'm gonna say 4 or 5 years ago. God, you don't even say that long, 2, 3 years ago, whatever. I was like, oh, what would you do if your son, if you had a son, and he was gay? I'm like, shit, I'll beat the hell out of him. He'll beat the gayness out of him, whatever. And
Beat the game with?
yeah, like that was like, hell nah, fuck that. I wouldn't fuck with him. I wouldn't mess with him.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, it took me growing up.
Go ahead, keep going.
Okay, I thought you were saying I was gonna say something. It took me more so to grow up to realize that I'm gonna say the mindset I had within the last year of understanding about of that life choice. My conclusion was, that's you. I'm me. You're you. That's what you chose to do. That's not my life to live. So I'm not gonna comment on say, hey boy, you fucking up. I mean, that's what you want to do. Then do what makes you happy. Because I realized that the world already, treat gay people kind of bad or, antagonize them a lot or whatever. So him getting that same energy at home isn't beneficial. So I personally like I wouldn't make him feel any kind of way. I wouldn't make him, you know what I'm saying? I would still give him the same love I gave him before. But my conclusion is, hey man, that's your life to live. It ain't mine. I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna help you out. If you need help, I'm still your dad. You know what I'm saying? But
I think everybody's biggest fear what that is, how society will.
Yeah, that's
or you want your son to be an exact replicate of you, right? Like you want your son. I feel like your son is an extension of you.
Better
than me. Yeah.
Well, he's an extension of you though. Like he's.
You're right though.
You know what
I want him to. Yeah, certain.
Your daughter is a part of you. Your son is an extension of you.
Better than me.
You get what I'm saying? We all want our children to be better, but I'm just saying like this. Your son is an extension of you.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's another
to an
version. To an extent, that's another version of you though. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and that's why I think it hurts a little bit. You know, for your son.
Yeah, it's like it's. Is it more like a? Did I do something wrong or like?
Why would you think that though?
Not necessarily did I do something wrong, but like. I don't know how to describe it.
It's chemical imbalance.
Nah, but I mean, listen, you all your job was to make the. I mean, I didn't say your job, but you made the baby. Now, whatever, like say, all right, that's like saying your baby was born with some kind of sickness. I wouldn't want that. Like, knock on wood. But you just the same. This is gonna be the same situation. The sexuality should be. Listen, I want a healthy baby. Whatever comes with that, I'll accept. In my opinion. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. To be like, what did I do wrong? No, man. If that's the decision or that's the path they go.
I did wrong. I don't really know what I meant.
I think I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
But it ain't really the word. It's like what made you? Did I? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes
it's something within my guidance.
Yeah, you would feel like you would feel that way. But sometimes it's just a decision that they. That's why I say it's a. If a guy wants to be with a girl, a guy wants to be with a guy. I feel like. Genetically, we're made to be with the opposite sex, so I feel like it could be a chemical imbalance to where he got more of this to why he's attracted to that. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't think nobody knows. They just know what they're attracted to. So I'm like, I think it'll hurt me. It'll hurt me.
It'll take some getting over, but
getting over.
Definitely think I'll be able to get her.
You want your son to grow up and get a wife and have kids, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
you want your son to be. Like he said, almost in your image of what you think a man should be.
You want to see yourself in your son.
I say this. I got, like I said, y'all know I got 2 boys. My wife will say, you know, yeah, the little one look just like you. I don't see it, but it is what it is. But I do say, from between the 2 of them, I could definitely see characteristics of them in me. So it's like, I'm good with that. So it's like, if their characteristics of me turn into a different sexuality, or maybe I don't know if they have that feeling now when they get older, I'm going to love them the same, just because, like you said, maybe they not the same image of me, but I can see them in me regardless.
I never say I stopped loving him. I never stopped loving my son. It's just, that's a difficult situation to have to deal with.
What you mean?
If it comes to that, that's a difficult situation to have to deal with.
I would say, I saw something, hold on, my phone, I saw something where they say black people will disown a gay child but keep a secret. How did it go?
Molester or something.
A molester in the family. Pedophile. So I feel like that's a generational thing where we need to. We need to stop. We need to change that. Where why are we disowning our children if that's the path that they go? Not saying that's what you're doing, but it's like just love our children.
Repeat the question. Repeat what you just said.
Yeah, disown
the gay person.
I'm gonna find it right now. Hold on, I'm gonna find it right now.
Keep your secret of a pedophile.
Not necessarily keep it secret, but I think they'll support him more. Or
give me a second.
You know what?
Give me a second.
I feel they feel like a pedophile is sick in the head. He's not right. So it's not his fault.
So they feel like it's more of a sick. But don't they feel the same way about being gay? Then they say it's
I don't know if I still feel this way or not, but I feel like still being gay is a choice. A lot of people disagree with me.
I disagree.
I feel like the behavior is a choice. Like you can be gay but not act on it.
What?
Or whatever. Or like
then you're not being who you are.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I go back and forth. It's not me. It's not my opinion to say. It's my opinion. You know, I'm entitled to my opinion.
What I found was it says families will disown a child for growing up gay, but will keep a family molester a secret.
But remember, a molester has victims. So it's like if you get hit, like the person he molested might not want to.
Still though, it's still a family secret. The family, like, that's like saying you got on my. I ain't gonna put it in our family. I'm just saying this person knows in this family that person does. That person touches kids, and then you don't know, but you say, hey, I need somebody. I need to go out. Can you watch the kid? Because they never told anybody that situation. And now that situation carries on to the next child. And he's like, well, I can't do nothing because he said I can't tell nobody.
Whoever keeping a secret, okay, if
But
it
again,
happens, it happens.
that's
But
the
you shouldn't let other kids come over knowing that this guy does that or a woman does that. So that now it's on you now. If you hovering this pedophile and your cousin say, hey man, my kids, you watch my kids right quick at your house, you know what I'm saying, a couple hours. If you know this guy's over here, if you're not going to sit there and be watching these kids, if you know you're going to doze off or something, don't let these kids come over here.
I agree with that.
If you do, then you're just as bad as the guy who's doing it.
That's touching exactly. You set them up.
Exactly, you set them up. And then you're not even protecting them while they're there.
No, like I said, it's just like, that's when I saw that touched home just because I'm like, that's like you say, setting them up for failure.
But do you think a pedophile is, do you think being a pedophile is a choice? Or is that like a sickness?
That's probably a sickness too. That's either undiscovered or unattended to.
Mental health period is a sickness, and I think it all comes back to being mental.
So tell me why these states are trying to legalize pedophilia.
Ooh, wait, what?
These states are trying to legalize an older man with a young
Well, that's how they used to do it back in the day.
In North
No,
Carolina.
they trying to 35-year-old with a 9-year-old.
No, that's kind of.
I mean, our grandfathers, you know, our grandma was probably like 16. Our grandfathers was like 30. Yeah, but you got 35 and 9.
I know my great grandma was like 15.
Yeah, my grandma was like 16. My granddad was 28 or 30 or something like that. But can you rectify 35 and 9 or 35 and 8? 25 and 7 or 6?
What? Wait, what?
Yes, man.
7 and 6? No, man. They do that? No, I'm saying
that's what
yes.
pedophilia is. Kids under the teenage age.
They trying to make that like a thing. Like, where I'm an older guy who likes young girls.
But you can see that with all these honkies getting off in the news that done touched on little kids like that. You see, it was the one story where the honky touched the little kid and the judge talking about, going to jail would be too harsh of a crime for you. So he let him off. Exactly.
That's only because it was a white dude, though. It was
too harsh for you?
Was he
too harsh of a crime?
Was it that it was white or did he have money to? It
was probably both, but it shouldn't matter if you touched a little child.
Yeah, I agree.
But some guys sitting in jail for years for weed charges.
And that's my point. For trying to feed their family by selling a herb that grows from the ground, you want to have them in jail for 15, 20 years. But he done. I think the little child was like 2 or 3 years old, something like that, bro.
That's crazy.
And they let him off because going to jail would be too harsh of a punishment for him.
But what can you? Okay, let's knock on wood. I don't want this to happen to anybody's child. What could you do if your child get molested?
What you mean? What could you do?
What, like, everybody be like, oh, I go there, I go crazy, I kill him. Yeah, you kill him, but your child's still molested. A piece of them is still gone now.
You gotta get some counseling, get some help. Because I can't talk to the person. I need somebody that has a little bit more experience in that to figure out. I mean, I want to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Yeah, but like stuff like that, they never gonna forget.
No, but I'm saying that's why you gotta go through counseling and find somebody that deals with that to be able to tell. Because I can't tell you what to do. I can go to somebody that can tell me what is the best method. Because like you said, that's PTSD. Like people have trauma. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The child was 11 years old, not 2.
2.
No, the child was 11.
The child he was talking about was 11.
Not 2.
Sounds about white.
Sounds about white, bro.
Is that the one that was on the bus?
I'm not sure if he was on the bus or not.
Man will serve no jail time after molesting an 11-year-old and giving her STD.
I think that was a bus driver. Let me see.
Whoa.
Does it sound like... No, that ain't the same one.
You know, like, giving a child STD, like, you can prevent her from having kids?
Molesting a child.
That should be a crime. That should be a crime alone, though. Like,
that's what I'm saying. No jail time, though?
Knowingly give somebody a...
0 jail time, bro.
0, because that's too hard. So what happened?
0 jail time.
He went home with a warning?
Went home. No warning. Apparently, he went home. There ain't no warning if you go home. What is the warning?
That's crazy.
But that's one of those things where you gotta say something. You gotta say something.
Probation for molestation?
5 years probation.
And you give a child an STD? 5 years probation? Meek Mill was on probation for like 20 years.
Popping the Willie.
Not even popping the Willie, for his cocaine charges and gun charges from way back when. But
yeah, but that he said he didn't do.
So yeah, but he got like a 10-year probation period.
For stuff that he allegedly didn't do.
And they didn't harm anybody.
White privilege at its finest, bro.
So you can't sit here and tell me there's nothing wrong with America.
Who said that?
Not you, I'm just saying. People who say America is great, I don't think America is great.
Well, come on, man. You know that's one of those
that's
dog whistles.
He ran on, bro.
Yeah, but that's a dog whistle.
Again, bro.
That's a dog
whistle.
Say that.
That's when it was the honkies controlling everything and Ku Klux Klan was running around and been doing what they wanted to do. That's why you see these honkies running around this bitch doing what they want to do right now.
Oh, that's when it was great?
That's when it was great for them.
Okay. Oh, that's what that he should say that.
We go to slapping honkies in the mouth.
Make it. That's something I'm like, when was America great? Because we just
that's when it was great for them. That's what the slogan he was running on. When was America great? It's never been great for us.
Because for us it's getting better. You know what I'm saying? A sense. But
wait.
Well, for
Who
us,
says it's getting better? We're still getting shot down.
Listen, yeah, but we was getting shot down before.
It's just cameras now. What you mean?
Right, but it's getting better for us because we getting more opportunities.
They'll shoot you on camera. They don't give a damn.
But okay,
they'll shoot you with the camera drawing on them, looking at them.
It was always bad for us. But we was getting killed back then, and we couldn't even have a job. You get what I'm saying? We getting killed now still. But you got black judges, you got black lawyers, you got black this, you got black that.
It's gotten better.
It's gotten better, so it's getting better for us in a sense. Like we get more.
But we gotta stop accepting the bullshit, bro.
But hold on,
as long as we accept what's going on, it's gonna keep going on.
But I think too, like you just
stand up to the shit.
But you said about the judges
protesting ain't doing it.
They put those judges. They put those judges in positions.
Of course.
Hold on, but just say okay. It's gotten better, but are those judges in those cases where it can affect us, or are they in cases that have nothing? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It
was a black judge that sentenced Meek Mill.
Yeah, but she don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's affecting us,
bro.
I mean, nothing affecting us.
When they put on these uniforms, when they get in these systems, they're no longer working with us. They're no longer for us.
So is it the system or is it the people? Is it the people or the system?
It's both.
Does it matter if our people get in those systems?
It don't matter at all.
So let me ask you a question.
I disagree. Because I think there are some good people, though. I think there are some good people.
Yeah, they're probably good when they by themselves. If you get one officer by himself and he's a black officer, he might be all right. But when them other two honkies pull up, he gonna turn into honky number 3.
But that's just like the...
So it's me, because I done seen it happen.
Oh, listen, me personally?
I done seen it happen.
Listen, me personally...
To me?
That's that guy. Me personally, I'm gonna be who I am regardless.
I would hope so, bro. But... you can say that now?
No, I'm gonna say it now, tomorrow, forever.
I went to school with a motherfucker, bro. To school from 3rd grade till I graduated.
No.
This motherfucker looked me in my eyes and put his head down and walked past me, dog.
When he became a cop? Well, that's him.
Because he was rolling with the other honkies that he's rolling with.
What the fuck?
And that's...
you got,
bro, it's a game.
You can't say that everybody.
He talking about his experience, though. He talking about
my experience. Everybody I done seen.
I'm gonna tell you.
Everybody I done seen.
I'm gonna tell you right now. That's that guy.
Okay. I mean, I'm kind of with you, but
when I get into that field, I want to throw barbecues. I want to be active and
on both sides. Green talking about his experience, though. Green talking about from his experience.
But I'm in that field. Understand? So I'm gonna be me regardless. I'm close to that. I'm in that field.
You're an officer.
I'm in that field.
Judge Dredd.
Okay.
I'm just saying. So I'm gonna be me regardless.
Security.
What I'm telling you, Cole. What I'm telling you, and I'm bro.
I'm fine. Hold on,
what I'm telling you is though, when you with them,
top flight of the world, Craig. That's what I was waiting for. I was trying to figure that out.
When you working, bro, and you got that badge on, ain't no segregation. Ain't no I'm just gonna be Corey. It ain't that, bro.
What you mean?
You either gonna be with them or you gonna be against them, and they gonna make your life a living hell.
That came out again.
I know what you're saying. But at the same time, I'm not for that. If I know you and I'm just paying, hey, what's going on, man? Everything all right? This and that. I have a job to do.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I have a job to do.
My thing is, okay, say you in a situation where there's a gunfight. Homie pull out his gun, draw down on the young man, shoot him for no reason. He go lie on his paperwork. You was there and you saw the whole thing.
I see where you going with that.
You got a choice to make, bro. Either you gonna stick with him, what he's saying, or you gonna tell the truth. If you stick with him, what he's saying, you probably gonna have an easy life, an easy career.
That's true. And that does happen. That does happen.
And that's my point, bro. Once you put that badge on, it's a different story, bro.
That does happen.
It's a different story. It's easy to sit here now and say, bro, I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be.
Well, in that situation.
I can count on about 2 hands how many of homies over the years done became police officers, and as soon as they graduated, that's the last time I talked to them. Period.
For real? No, that's not. I mean, I'll say off camera.
Period, bro.
But
go on and say it. What you mean?
I'll say what I say off camera,
bro.
But
and some good dudes.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm talking about. I know some ruthless motherfuckers with badges, boy.
That's true.
That probably shouldn't have no badge.
That's true. But a lot
And
of
if a
them
motherfucker goes,
badges.
and if a motherfucker was to go say what they done saw, what they done experienced, that badge would probably be taken away. But I ain't that type of person. But like I say, feed your family however you gotta feed your family. But I ain't gotta fuck with that shit. I ain't gotta be around that shit if I don't want to.
To be honest, a lot of people don't realize that a police force is a game.
That's exactly what they are.
It's a game.
That's it, bro. You ain't gotta realize. I just saw a video the other day. They were in New York. It's two dudes, I'm guessing, standing on the sidewalk talking to each other, whatever. I'm talking about gang. When you say gang, bro, it had to be at least 10 cops or better. The dudes out videoing whatever, they still talking and going back and forth with the officers. The officers done walked away at this point. One of them kept rapping though. He kept rapping. He should have shut his mouth. When they came back though, they came back full force, punching them, throwing them against the walls, throwing them to the ground. Everybody on top of them now.
What was?
This was in New York. This was sometime earlier this week. I was watching the video, but it's ridiculous, bro. Because that's all they are. I mean, when they came back to attack this man, they didn't look like the police. They look like a fucking gang. They look like the Bloods of the Crips coming to kick a motherfucker ass.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it looked like, bro. And that's exactly what they're the biggest gang in America.
That leads to my next question. Do you think that if you're from a neighborhood that you should be a cop? Do you think like we should have our own people guarding our neighborhoods?
Police should be. If you should not be able to police any area you're not from or you're not familiar with.
Right.
Because these honkies get badges and get scared.
Exactly. Okay.
And half of them already scared of a black man in the first place. So if you show any kind of aggression or any kind of extracurricular anything, they on that fire. They ready to shoot.
Now let me give you.
They're gonna up 5 bucks.
Let me give you a scenario from my point of view, or from a different officer's point of view as well. Let's say you're approaching a car, right? There's guys on the second strike don't want to go to jail. You come up to a routine stop, whatever. I'm not a cop, So I'm you know what I'm saying? Like I've dealt with guys who want to harm you. So you go up to them, you say, hey, you do the usual dialogue, whatever, and then man, fuck you, man, why you, and then they start moving too quick, right? They doing all this, and your mind, you don't know what they're doing. You don't know this person from Adam's apple. You got a family, right? You got a family, right? So this guy's doing this cuss you out, saying, man, fuck police, this and that. And he do this. Let's say he just do this, but
I don't think they saw you.
You got that, right?
No, I'm just saying like
he's trying to pull it.
Yeah, like he just moving around too much, and he's like with his hands.
So
you don't know what he's
doing a motion.
So he a threat because he moving. What if he talk with his hands?
Maybe somebody that can talk with his hands. At this point, police, armed guards, they're targets.
My point is, and I agree with what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Like
sometimes
if you get pulled. What I saw, I don't know if you saw the movie The Hate You Give.
Yeah,
when he taught his kids, that's a good ass movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. What he taught his kids is if you ever get pulled by the police, hands on the dashboard.
Right?
I kind of agree with that, and I kind of don't.
Right.
I kind of feel like you should be able to be yourself if you get pulled by the police.
You gotta make it home, like Killer Mike just said, bro. You gotta make it home to be able to tell what's going on.
Exactly.
So because I'm moving around, because I talk with my hands, I shouldn't be able to come home to my family.
But you gotta make it home, though. I mean, I'm not saying that this is the right way. Not saying I agree. Bro, you gotta make it home.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you're saying you agree.
Bro, but you gotta make it home. So hold on.
Don't give me any reason.
Yeah, I mean, I hate that it sounds like that, but you get.
So being black is already a reason.
That's true.
So how are you giving them a reason?
But I'm saying, Green. Listen, I've been in
if
situations
being black is already a reason, how you giving them a reason?
Listen, I've been in situations where guys just try to attack me just because I'm telling them they can't do. They like, man, they trying to attack me for no reason. Like, I come at everybody, a certain way, especially when I'm on duty. When I'm on duty, I'm not gonna be like, hey, man, look, like I'm like, hey, what's going on? I don't want to create commotion because I know where it can go. You know what I'm saying? So, but some guys are just out to get you. And just imagine you dealing with a wide variety of people.
So why aren't they better trained then? Maybe the training should be longer. Maybe you should be able to read body language better.
To kill, bro. They're trained to kill.
And that's all. But that's all they're trained for. They're not trained to serve and protect. They should be trained to diffuse the situation.
They're trained to shoot you.
That's all. And that's all they're trained for.
They're trained to shoot you so you stop moving. Whether you're armed, like say if you're armed and they shoot you and the gun falls in your hand,
that's
if you're still moving, they're gonna keep shooting because they're trained to shoot you into the target. And this is how they say to the target stops moving.
That's pathetic.
Yeah, why can't it be just diffuse the situation? Or why if you instead of shooting to kill, why not just shoot to disarm?
Right. I mean that'd be my motive, my mentality. But
hold on, you say hold on.
You're training.
Hold on. Pause for a second. You say that will be my motive. But if you say you're somebody who goes to a police academy, aren't you going to go with the training that they gave you?
That they give you.
Listen, I don't care
what if your motive is to do that, but you do that in the academy, they tell you, no, that's wrong.
No, I mean, the academy is one thing.
But then when you practice,
go out to the street.
Nah, but you're
Like,
going to muscle
you don't have
memory.
to kill anybody you don't want to kill. They don't say go out and shoot and kill everybody.
Muscle memory, man.
Listen,
That's
you don't
what
go
they
out and do
practice.
nothing that you don't want to do. So when they do that, that's something that they wanted to do. Because if you see a guy, you hit a guy 2 times and he's down, say I'm down, and you keep shooting, that's on you. That's you. That's something.
But let's think about it. What is it? Alton Sterling, when a dude say I can't breathe.
Let that man
Brown,
go.
I'm sorry.
Brown.
No. Not
No,
Mike
the guy
Brown.
with the cigarettes.
Cigarettes. Yeah,
Cigarettes. The fat guy. It was like 20 cops on him though.
His name was Sterling.
I thought it was Alton Sterling.
He was just selling cigarettes outside of
Okay,
his
he might
store or
be
something like
right.
that, right?
And he was like, I
Yeah,
can't
in
breathe.
New York, yeah.
Literally,
Yeah,
I
so
can't breathe. I'm holding. Forgive me if so many, I can't even remember the situation. So I believe it was
Yeah,
Alton Sterling.
I don't know.
So if I'm
Something
wrong,
like that.
forgive
I
me.
think it is Alton Sterling.
But if you talking about if you shoot him 2 times or whatever, and just all right, he's not. Dude had given up. I can't breathe. Now he's trying to survive. Of course, he's like, hey, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Why not? Hold on. It's a bunch of y'all on him. Just all right. Listen, he's down.
Being
Scary.
black is already.
He's down.
For one, that's scary. A lot of those guys are scary. To me, in my opinion, a lot of those guys are scary.
All of them are. All of them, they probably got bullied in school,
That's what I'm saying. So,
and now they got badges and guns.
just,
So
but
they
just
the
imagine,
bully.
I feel like it's a fine line between protecting yourself and police, like, and what they call it,
Police
assault
brutality.
an assault an officer. If an officer
sorry.
you getting arrested, they about to break your arm.
Assaulting an officer is anything that you do don't comply with what they
That's what I'm
telling
saying.
you.
Like, I can't sit here and let you break my arm. I can't sit here and let you choke me out. I'm gonna
Exactly.
slam your shit. Like, listen, man, I'm gonna get in the car. Look, I even get in the car
I
for
get
you.
in
Like,
by myself, bitch.
yeah,
Let me
don't-
get in.
Yeah, like what you choke me for 20 minutes for. So I cannot sit here and let you break my arm or bash my head in, and then when you get to the stage you say, oh, that's what he made me do it. I was handcuffed. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that it's people. Like you get an asshole for a president, and look what you get. Motherfucker.
I'm sorry, my fault. It was Eric Gardner.
Great again.
Eric Gardner.
No one. Eric Gardner was somebody else.
Yeah, that was in New Orleans.
Yeah, okay.
My fault.
But
But I say that's
the thing,
think about it. There's so many.
Yeah,
You can't even like.
so many.
Come on, man. That's exactly what we're talking about.
So
But
many because we study acceptance and shit.
But I don't think it's accepting, bro. What do you mean accepting? What else are you supposed to do? But that's when we say just make it home. You were like, bro, I want to be myself.
That's acceptance.
That's not accepting,
Just
bro.
make
You
it
trying to
home.
make it home.
That means I'm accepting that the fact that I'm black means I can't do shit but put my hands on the dashboard. That's acceptance.
Bro, but all right, think about it. You got kids.
I do.
You need to do what you gotta do to get back home to your kids.
But at the cost of what?
my will.
But I'm saying, putting your hands on the steering wheels, not saying that it's right. I'm not, believe me, I'm with you on you want to be yourself. But in order to get home to your kids, if putting my hands on the dashboard, put my hands on the steering wheel.
What do you
When I drive, when I get pulled over, I've gotten pulled over a bunch. I mean, did I always react properly? No. Have I been acting properly now? Of course. But my windows are down.
What do you draw?
There
Windows.
shouldn't be no
What do you draw?
having to act properly though,
What
bro.
do you draw?
Well, but you mean you have to think about it. What you gonna tell your kids? No, they're not. Of course not.
Bro.
Of course
You
not.
think honkies are telling their kids, hey, if you ever get pulled over,
Of course, but they're not the ones getting shot up though.
What do you draw the line?
Huh?
What do you draw the line?
I want to make it home.
No. I don't know if y'all ever saw a movie called Crash with Terrence Howard.
That's
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, that's
Okay, when the officer put him over and he then fingered this man's wife and he saw it.
I die that night.
But all right, now you dead. No, what's gonna happen?
That's
Who's
true.
gonna protect your wife
That's
now?
true, but at the same
I die that
time,
night.
Bro, I mean,
that man was stuck in the dilemma.
So you don't do nothing and now
it's
your
not
wife.
a don't do
And
nothing.
she did.
Though.
And she looked
Now
at him
you're
different.
not-
That shit almost broke them up. And then you do something, you die. Or you
You
do
gotta
But
something,
still,
you
you
go to jail.
don't. But that's what I'm saying. It's a tough. It's when you in
How long
that.
will they mourn me?
But you dead ain't going. You got kids though, bro.
That's true.
And what you gonna tell your kid? Well, like you said,
You
hold on.
gonna
What you
tell
said
them when you get home and
earlier? What
your
you
wife
said earlier
tell
about the
them,
respect?
Billy, your dad just sat here and watched his officer put his finger up my. What you gonna tell him then?
I'm still here. I'm not. Hold on. I'm saying. Hold on. I don't agree with it.
That's a
But it's a
fu- that's
tough
a
situation. It's a tough situation all the way around.
I would say the smart thing to do is get his name, his information, and then you take it to the police.
Bro, I promise you, I don't want. Listen, I'm telling y'all on this podcast. Whoever listens to this, please don't put my name on no shirt. I don't care how I die. Buy a shirt now. Don't be up here trying to buy no shirt for me later. I don't want that, man. I mean, to each that to people. Hold on. Don't take it the wrong way. People that do it, that's cool. I don't want to be a teacher. I don't want to be a me. I don't want none of that. Like, love me now. Let me get my flowers where I can smell them. I don't want none of that stuff later.
You want flowers?
listen, if I'm, you know what I mean, metaphorically, I mean, show me my love now. I don't want the, oh man, Dennis was da 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 da, Irv was da 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 da. No, man, tell me now. And if something happened, just remember that. I don't want all this fake stuff of, hey, remember like this. No, man, listen, if I made an impact on you, or if you remember what I did with you before, just let that be. Tell my kids about it, and I'll be good with that. So,
So it sounds like we willing to accept the fact that we can't change it.
Well, all right.
Sounds like we're willing to accept the fact
what do we do to change it then, Green? Can we get in those rooms where they making these changes?
I see you hostile, but I really want to know what you think. I agree with you. I agree with you. It's like it's so many sides to the, which way you can look at things. But I want to actually really know how you look at things because you seem really passionate about, this topic. You know what I'm saying? Like you stood up, you got the hand on the side.
He didn't actually stand up.
You know what I mean? He got he's close to it right now.
You're not gonna lie to
people
like that.
I do not fuck with the police, bro. I just do not fuck with that side of the. Just do
so
not.
Every officer, anybody with a badge, you don't fuck with them.
No.
Let's say if you knew him, you don't fuck with him.
No. I know plenty of officers right now. Is what I'm telling you.
So let's say Irv became an officer.
Damn. It's been a good run.
For real? For real? Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah.
I mean, that's how you feel. What you want me to say?
I understand that, but I think we have to have more cops like us in our neighborhood to change that narrative. Because honestly, you're not wrong for that because we have PTSD with the police now. It's like we have mental, instability when it comes to that because like when you get pulled over, your mind, you don't know how this shit finna go. Whether you're cool or not, you don't know how it's gonna go, and that's a fear. When I see a cop behind me, I can have everything legit. My license good, tag good, nothing good. I'm like, oh,
still be scared.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh shit.
I might not make it home.
Did I do something last time?
And that's all I'm saying is like we shouldn't have to have that fear. My son shouldn't have to have that fear. Your son shouldn't have to have that fear that they might not make it home just because they're getting pulled over because they made an illegal left turn or because they didn't.
Huh?
Are you scared when you get pulled over just because how it could go?
Honestly,
yeah.
No, but I don't think like that no more. I mean, I hate to sound like that, but I don't. I'm very.
You know what?
Hold on, but
I know you're very optimistic.
I'm very optimistic, so I don't really think.
Scared because I have a certain limit of how much you told me.
I mean, it's hard to say I'm not scared when I done seen a motherfucker get shot with his hands up doing what he was supposed to do,
what I'm saying.
laying on the ground. How am I not scared?
Oh, in the wheelchair.
How am I not scared?
In the wheelchair. I have a certain limit of what I'm gonna let anybody talk to me, cop or no cop. Or
how am I not scared when automatically as soon as they get out the car and I'm black, they scared? How am I not scared?
That's what I'm saying. So
I just watched a video the other day where the police came to pull a dude out the car. He just snatched the dude door open, and as soon as the door opened, to find his face. For what? This man was just sitting there with a recorder to make sure that everything go properly. How am I not scared?
I got you.
Okay, let me see. Let me get a scenario, Green. Let's say you're a cop, right? Let's say you're a cop.
No, we won't say that, but okay. I got you.
Yeah. Let's say you're a cop.
It sounds like if controversy becomes a cop, it's gonna be two kings.
It probably will be.
Hey, Green Hoopin, you have been It's phone, y'all.
Bro.
But let me see. Let's say you go to a routine stop, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go into the car. You don't know who this guy is. He has something in his hand. You can't identify it. How do you approach the vehicle?
He got something in his hand. You can't identify how you approach the vehicle.
Yeah.
Why not call for backup and wait?
So don't approach the vehicle.
Or why not walk up from a different angle where you can see what he got in his hand?
So you wouldn't be handing the weapon?
I wouldn't be the cop, but no.
I'm asking you wouldn't.
But don't y'all got the speaker? You can talk to him from the back of the car.
Step out of the car.
Like I can get the damn speaker.
Whatever you have in your hands, put on the ground. Step out of the car.
Yeah, can't you talk to him before you get that far?
You could.
Like, isn't there other options?
You could.
So if you get out the car and you feel like okay, he reaches for something or he holding something, why not? Okay, I'm gonna call back up and I'm gonna let him know, hey, get out your car and whatever you got in your hands, you need to lay it down before I follow you or whatever.
But don't also when you bystand, you be like, damn, 2-3 cops at one routine stop?
Bro.
We said it.
We just but come on. That situation, that was a 70 to 80 year old man. And it had down 4 or 5 Fort Lauderdale police officers had this man pull over for what?
I don't know.
For what,
He
Corey?
had a warrant. I don't know.
He could have had a warrant. 70, 80 years old. You're right. He could have had a warrant. But what threat is he?
Could have been child support.
What threat is he?
Huh?
At that age, what threat is he that you need 4 other officers to come help you?
What threat is he?
Unless you're a scary ass honky.
I mean,
well, you know there are black cops too that you know.
The first cop on scene was a honky, a little short ass, probably about 5'2", skinny.
He was real short.
Pasty
If
piece
I
of
call
shit
him
honky.
short, you know he's short. Hey, but what's the dude in Miami where he shot the black dude laying down on his back with his hands up? That was a Spanish dude. That was a Spanish. Just the shot.
Yeah, he just went to jail too. Yeah.
What? Did he go to jail?
Yeah. The police officer went to jail for that.
I thought it was free. I thought they must have went through
He got prosecuted. He did. Yeah.
Okay. That's
Matter of fact, I'll see if I can find the story. But yeah,
that's good. Because I know the first time they were trying to say.
Matter of fact, he was like the first officer since like 1980 something to be prosecuted for on duty murder.
Okay. All right.
And I just read that recently, like within the last couple of months. So I'm almost more than certain that he went to jail for that.
All right. Let me see. We was gonna do something else. We'll do that next week. El Green, you still got that saltine of the week?
Y'all got a nigga riled up right now. I'll have to let him find him. Talk about it. You put her at police.
But hold on. Let me say this because I feel like even with the situation where Green is talking about with the police, why he's searching for his story, it's like, is it wrong? Do I agree with what's happening? No. But do I feel like I think we could put ourselves in positions to make those changes whether it be like you say, go to these meetings and figure out how are they being trained? How can we what is it that we could do to make things better for ourselves so that they don't look at us as a threat immediately? Because are there times where they should be? Oh, maybe.
Police training should be at least a year or better. I mean, how are you training longer to cut and do hair?
That's true.
How long
than you are to handle
Certain
civilians?
hours. It could be like a year and a half.
I know Academy is like 6 months.
I'm saying it can be a year and a half. Academy Police Academy?
Yeah, 6 months.
It could be
6
like
months,
a year
and then
a half.
once you get on, it's like training for like another 3 months. So about 9 months of training before you really get to your own.
Yeah, but to do hair, like you said, it's like
I don't think that's longer. You should train. You should have to train at least a year before they even let you in these police precincts, bro. Within 6 months, you could still be your representative. You could still be hiding your mental illness or whatever the case may be. Within 9 months, you could still be your representative. You could still be hiding your mental illness or whatever the case may be.
They want you to be their way. They don't want you to be your way. They don't. The whole point of the academy
to
is
program
to break you in. Yeah,
it's a program, just like the army. It's a program
to our way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what the purpose of it is.
So the academy should still be longer. That's just justifying what I'm saying because apparently if the purpose is to program you within these 6 months and people are still getting shot out here for no fucking reason, it's not working. Your purpose is not working. You need to revisit that and extend the training.
I feel like they need a lot of hand-to-hand training more than the gun. A lot of security guards, a lot of
them know they don't want to get in there because they know as soon as they get in there in that combat, it's a wrap.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of them can't fight, so their first line of defense is.
Isn't that part of training, though?
Huh?
Isn't that part of training?
You could listen. What I don't know why people think that just because
it's
you
not.
Just
they
because
do.
you
The only part of their training is the stun gun and the course.
They do hand-to-hand training.
Yeah, they do hand-to-hand.
Yeah, but it's not just because you train and something doesn't mean you can fight.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't give a fuck.
What you mean? Isn't that part of the training though?
I don't give a fuck.
In UFC that train
yes,
every day that can't fight for shit. So I agree with that 100%.
If you can't fight, you can't fight.
You can't fight. Exactly.
When you get to the fight, you gotta get all your fucking training.
Alright, but hold on. Isn't that the point? Okay,
everybody got a. You heard what Mike Tyson said.
Everybody got
a plan until they get hit. What?
But I'm saying though, when you are in that position, isn't your thing to you're not 100%. So can I just work on getting better at what I was working on? Like, all right, if you supposed to be you got to shoot your gun. Aren't you gonna work on being a better shooting better? Like, you're not gonna just run out there like, all right, I can only shoot at his legs. Let me just see if I can work on the chest. Let me work on the arm. Like, you're gonna continue to work once you're in that position, are you not?
Yeah, I would hope so. But at the same time, let's say your life depends on you. You're not gonna say I'm gonna aim for this nigga leg. Well, you're trained to aim for the biggest body which is the stomach and the
what
chest
you
area.
basically what you're telling me is your life. that life isn't worth it for me to actually shoot at his legs.
Not
Let me just shoot the kill.
Not if mine is hanging in the balance. No.
But you don't. Again, you're going off of guessing. You don't even know if he have something.
I'm saying we don't know if he has. Just how Green said,
you don't know what he got.
You take every precaution possible. Stay in your vehicle. Tell me get out of the vehicle. Put your hands up and walk towards me or whatever with your hands up and get on the ground. Then I get out and we have it from there.
Get on the ground.
If I'm nervous like that, I say, hey, instead of going to your car and then drawing on you, look. It takes 2 seconds to do this. Hey, it don't take that long, right? So most of them already approach you like this. They with their shit already. It used to be like a button here. They just do.
Yeah, but I feel like that's the thing too, where a person like a layman like ourselves, when we see that, we already on guard because you coming up with your gun in hand.
Yeah. So okay, if you see that, it's certain things you can't control. But if you see his hands on his gun, I guess it'd be your job to make him feel comfortable. Put your hands here. You need me to get out. I ain't got time for this shit today. Yeah, I don't like it, but at the same time, if he approaching like this, he's already nervous.
But like this,
but we gotta have a conversation. But like, if I get pulled over and I see the person the hand on the gun already, in my mind, you're nervous and
you're scared.
You're scared, and let me not make any sudden move because I know you're ready to shoot me already. So I'm gonna put my hands here. Say you can take my key, you want to, but like right now, because he got the drop on you. Anybody with a gun on the hand drawn, they got the drop on you. Right now, your life is hanging at their bound, and like, you know what I'm saying? So
no, I agree.
It's bad that it has to be that way.
Yeah, I hate it has to be like that.
It is that way, and that's our fight. That's our fight right now.
It's our fight.
Yeah, that's our fight.
How do you fight like that?
Huh?
How do you fight again? And again, if you do something to them, you got repercussions. They don't have any repercussions to what happened.
They do, but they already have plans of motion, organizations of motion that protects them.
Yeah, I thought he had a gun. I was in fear of my life. So was I.
Who said that?
That's what the cops say. I was in fear of my life.
They don't talk, right? They have paid lawyers, right? When you start.
No, what you mean? In their report, it says I was in fear of my life.
Yeah, that's what the lawyer tells them to say.
All right, but again, my lawyer can say the same thing, and I'm in jail.
Yeah, I mean,
what? That was.
You telling me I'm not defending nobody. I'm just telling you both sides of the story. Like, we're not going to sit here and say, this and that. We're going to say both sides, and then what we agree on. I don't agree with the genocide. The genocide that's going on. I don't agree with.
That's what it is, bro. It's genocide.
Yeah, so I don't agree with what's going on. No, but I see where certain situations where you got to look at from both sides. You can't sit here and tell me every police killing was unantagonized.
What? I'm sure. What you mean? The guy in North Carolina.
No, you can't. Listen, I said you can't sit and say every police shooting was antagonized.
Bro, but all the ones that we've seen as of late was not.
That's not what I'm talking about. Like, we know that. I know that. I'm saying there's some people who goes to attack the cop first. There's some people who says, I'm not going to jail.
Or I'm not going back.
I'm not. Exactly. So,
yeah, but it's mostly them, not us.
Huh?
It's mostly them, not us.
Them who?
Police.
No.
White people?
Yeah.
You scared to say white people?
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying what I said.
Us too. I'm saying
but I say mostly them, not us.
I'm saying
you going back with the media now, because remember, actually, as far as people who fight the police, it's more them than us.
Whoa.
Statistically, come on, man. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. You heard what I said.
No,
I'm not saying it, but I'm saying it.
The Hokies.
I'm saying I just said I'm saying it how I'm saying it. You say how you want to say it. I'm not saying it.
Huh?
I'm saying how
you say them.
All right, but you know what I'm talking about.
I don't like this song.
Get out. Well, I just said. All right, cool. So my point is, statistically, is them.
He got loud.
Yeah, because I'm like, what do you mean? You don't get what's up? I'm not. You can't nobody make me say something I don't want to say.
He's politically correct.
No, I'm saying how I talk. This is who I am. I'm sorry.
The Hokies, man.
So again.
Oh man, that was funny.
The statistics is they fight. That's cool. That's cool. The statistics are that they attack more than we do, but we get shot more than they do.
More than they do.
That's all I was trying to say. When you were saying antagonizing, I was trying to say no. It may happen, but as of late, all you can see is us not antagonizing. We're actually following through with what they're saying, and we're compliant. We're still not making it home. That's why, for me, like I say, I'm too optimistic to think like that. And if it happens, I hope it never happens. But I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. But when you asked earlier, are you fearful? When I had a reason where I should have been fearful, and I wasn't. I think Green was with me. I mean, I got pulled over. In my naive way, I didn't think I should have gotten pulled over. I jumped out the car.
Wow.
Yeah. I should have been shot then.
Yeah.
The lady, no, I shouldn't have been shot. But the lady was like, thankfully it was a black cop in Miami, and she said to me, "What are you doing?" She was like, "If I had been a white, she was like, what the hell are you doing? If I was a white, old white cop, I would have shot you.
Young rookie,
I would have shot you, just because the way you just jumped out of your car.
What the hell did you do?
I literally, I pulled up. Nah, I pulled. Like yeah. I was very.
That bitch was like, "What the hell you pulling me over for?" She was like, "The hell is wrong with you?"
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, but these are years ago.
Wow.
I'm not the same person that I was then.
That's like one-on-one. Do not.
I'm saying again, like I say, that was
then.
then.
I don't like that.
Bro, what's going on? Oh, we get pulled over.
Nah, so like I say, but that was then. Now, mind you, lesson learned.
Oh no.
Lesson learned for sure.
We should have had
that never happened. No, they shouldn't have seen that. Like we would have been off YouTube immediately if there was content with this video. Yeah, that would have been blurred out. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like at that time, I was antagonizing, and I shouldn't have been. But at the same time, I was upset.
It wasn't purposely.
No, but I mean, but again, that was me being naive to the situation. So I know. Controversy claim he got some stuff he got to take care of. He claimed to be busy. So we're gonna get out of here, and I know we got the Saltine.
We're just gonna hit you with a quick sample of the Saltine. If you want to check the story, you can hit it up on the Washington Post. A white IRS security guard pulled a gun on an armed man. It was a black police officer.
That's crazy.
Y'all ain't repeat what I said. A white security guard pulled a gun on a black police officer. And he's not in jail today. He's home, probably making a turkey sandwich or something.
A turkey sandwich.
A lot of mayo on it.
Extra mayo.
Because he claimed that there was no guns allowed in the program.
Because he claimed, but this is a police officer, so
exactly.
even if they're guns, in uniform, badge, full uniform.
That was my question.
But he's black man
what
with
made
a gun.
You think that if a cop's gun can't be there, that your gun can be? You're a fucking armed. You're an officer, not also. You're a security
guard.
Security guard.
An officer gun can't be in, but your gun can be in. Are you fucking stupid?
You outranked 10-1 right now.
I want to know what company that was because we need that contract.
Wow, that wasn't even.
It wasn't even
another state.
It was a different state.
That contract.
That's another state.
You want to look at the honky's name is Seth Ekman or some shit like that.
And then he had his gun drawn, walking behind the cop, right? Like
after he found the officer, he followed him to the door with his gun drawn on him.
Yeah.
I mean, the officer the whole time is being as calm as possible.
So he got a gun drawn
until and if you read the story, you go in depth in the story. The police officer whose name is my apologies, I think is Alan Gaston. He said from like the moment he got into it with this security guard, he can see the hate in his eyes.
Damn. That's crazy.
And to hear that and to read that, I feel that because like sometimes you could just look and you could just see the hate, and like you ain't did shit but just walked in the room.
That's crazy.
You ain't said nothing to nobody. You just walked in the room and you could see and feel the hate that's coming, and it's just.
It's like he was looking for a reason to do something to somebody that day. Like he was like, as soon as somebody come in and say something, I believe if the cop would have said or did something,
anything, he would have
shot.
Yeah, he would have shot. If he would have been dead in his room, if he would have did anything that wasn't in the calm manner that he acted in, he would have shot that.
Yeah, I think he would have been dead wrong. But hey, thankfully, but again, that's right. But when I told you where it's a tough situation, but you got to get home, bro. If he would have reacted in a way, and he ain't even a cop, he's security.
Had that been a white cop, he would have shot that motherfucker right there, and been writing up some bullshit ass paperwork.
That's true. If it was a black security guard,
black security guard would have been dead. Where he stood.
Yeah, that would have been a wrap.
We wouldn't even be out.
That wouldn't have been on the story. That wouldn't
black
have been
security guard would have been dead where he stood as soon as he touched his gun.
Yeah, that wouldn't even been a story. That wouldn't even been a story. So
wouldn't have made the news.
All right, well. We're gonna wrap up. We're gonna wrap it up out of here.
Gave it a fault.
Cardi B has a little party for a child.
Cardi B threw a sword at Nicki Minaj. Breaking news. Fuck. The honkies are gonna love this one.
We got
And the
Support Saturday this week was
I'm gonna start talking about you, Uncle Tom, motherfucker.
Sweet Teas Boutique.
Willie Lynch.
This week we got this Saturday Support Saturday. There's a Sweet Teas Boutique. If you check out our Facebook page and our IG, she got some really nice stuff. Some nice stuff for the ladies. Ladies, go ahead and check out something. Get a dress or an outfit. Very, very affordable. Fellas, get something for your lady or your wannabe lady. Spoiler on the boutique. You got some really nice stuff. And like I say, it's the Sweet Teas Boutique. www.sweettizboutique.com. Check her out, and I'm sure you'll like what you see because they got a lot of things to choose from. All right. Check us out on Facebook, Channel Black, Instagram, Channel Black Podcast, Twitter, Channel_podcast, and our email, the Channel Black Podcast @yahoo.com. Thank y'all for listening. If y'all want to hear your feedback, definitely reach out. And if you have any comments, don't be afraid to let us know what you think. All right? Support black business. Support the community. And y'all be safe out there, man. It's hard out there.
Stay dangerous. Be safe.